Guess what day it is? Just guess. Come on, you know what day it is. You don't know? How could you not know? It might be the most beautiful day, no, the greatest day. Okay, I'll tell you. It's Hump Day. It's time for the Hump Day podcast with Matt and Zoe.
And we're back with another episode of the Hump Day podcast with my brother
Matt.
And you know I'm Zoe, and I'm happy to be back with you guys. You know, as we usually do, Matt's going to give you guys a rundown of exactly what we're going to be talking about today.
All right, so we're going to start off with Drake and his lawsuit against UMG. We'll talk about UConn, the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. We're going to talk about Carmelo and Dwight, their Hall of Fame induction coming up.
Yes.
The Duke and Houston game, the Florida and Houston NCAA men's final, a little bit more about trade deficit, and the Tesla vandalism.
Let's get into it.
So let's go ahead and start off with the Drake versus UMG lawsuit.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. They trying to cheat the GOAT out of his spot, man.
The GOAT being Drake.
Absolutely.
You got GOAT LeBron. You got GOAT Drake.
You got GOAT Drake. You got GOAT LeBron. I mean, when you're winning, eventually somebody gonna want to see you fall, and sometimes they do a lot of things that they shouldn't do in order to make that happen. Can't win fair, so they cheat.
So, go ahead and go into what the lawsuit's about.
I think it's like what do they call it? A
Defamation, yes, sir. Yeah.
It's like they was trying to promote the pedophilia statement that Kendrick Lamar made about Drake, and they kind of like trying to use that narrative to push in order to tarnish Drake's legacy.
Yeah. So basically, from what I researched, that's absolutely correct. They're both signed to the same label.
Yeah. I don't even know how that happened either.
So Drake and Kendrick are signed to the same label, right?
Yeah, and I have absolutely no idea how that happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that they're gonna as a label promote Kendrick accusing Drake of pedophilia.
Yeah.
And there's been, like Drake said, there's been attacks on him, vandalism, stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
So not only has it caused him like mental harm or whatever, it's also like been a physical thing. And I know that sounds like soft, right?
Yeah.
It sounds soft. And I get it, but like if your life is in danger because somebody's calling you a pedophile, like pedophile is unexcusable.
Yeah,
like pedophilia is.
I don't think people really ain't that serious. You know what I mean? People ain't really taking it, you know what I mean, that serious because they obviously it's not true.
I don't know of any actual like physical damages that have happened to Drake or anything like that, but I do know like the album cover or the whatever you call it, the single cover. Like when I have it on Pandora, it has a bunch of the little pedophile like things on his mansion.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was kind of crazy, but
I mean, I guess they doing what they got to do. They want to win.
So the label, so the label actually took a L in court. That Drake gets to like have discovery against them,
right. That's right.
To understand about like the CEO's payments and whatnot, to Kendrick's, I guess his contract.
Yep.
So they were trying to squash that in court, saying that
they were trying to get it.
Of course they're going to
dismissed.
They said it was going to cause undue stress to them, and it will cost them so much money to unveil these documents to Drake and his team.
The only thing it's going to cost them is the lies.
Oh yeah,
it's just going to expose the lies, man.
So Drake did come to an agreement with iHeart Radio. I guess they're the biggest broadcaster of like radio music now.
Yeah.
He came to an agreement. There was no money exchange or anything, is what iHeartRadio said.
Okay.
But they did kind of do a discovery there, and they found out that UMG wasn't paying them for plays, and that was one of Drake's attorney's allegations that they were trying to promote this narrative to get Kendrick's song played more and bigger and bigger. So they were paying the radio stations to play it more, and maybe Pandora or whatever plays the music, kind of like a fake boom. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like a industry, kind of
like you were gonna say industry plant.
I mean, it's kind of like we see who the industry puppet is now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I mean, we heard for years that it was Drake.
Yeah. Well, they didn't discover any payments yet, but they have suspicions of it. So iHeartRadio did not have any payments made to them.
And allegedly, I heard it was supposed to be like some type of allegedly, I heard they were offering to do a settlement.
I
The
did.
record label.
I seen like 250 million,
Yeah.
but I didn't find anything to substantiate that.
No,
So
that's why I'm going to
I mean,
allegedly.
I mean, maybe somebody just floated it out to Drake, and I'm sure he said no. 250 million.
Absolutely.
What's that to him?
And why would you even try to settle?
I don't know. If somebody settles with me, that means they did
definitely
something
try to
wrong.
hide something,
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah,
But
so.
I mean, that's all alleged. I didn't find anything to substantiate that. But this is all ongoing, so I'm sure. I mean, at this point, it's saying the settlement's not even close.
And
There's
you know
nothing
what's
close.
crazy,
But
man. I've been monitoring this situation for a while. Because I'm a huge fan of Drake. And it seems like everybody is kind of like turning on him.
oh, everybody did.
Everybody, it's crazy, and I'm like,
In his songs,
It's
he was saying like
amazing.
it's a 10v1 or whatever.
man,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing how many careers he jumpstart, how many careers he helped stay afloat, and yet and still, people will bite the hand that feed them.
Yeah.
There's really no loyalty in this at
But-
all.
Yeah, I agree with that because there's a lot of people that he did help out. Like he was on songs with Rick Ross, and Rick
bro,
Ross
listen,
is
a lot
trying to
of these
smoke him.
people,
But I
they-
don't think Kendrick really
A
got
lot-
any help
yes,
from him. Did he?
Absolutely, yeah. There's,
Okay.
there's footage.
That's
of
something I don't
him
know about.
actually thanking Drake for helping jumpstart his career. Drake
Really?
took him on tour.
Oh, did he?
Yes, Drake took him on tour before he was
Okay.
even famous.
Okay.
I mean, they wanted he said drew for they wanted him to take somebody, but he drew for Kendrick and ASAP Rocky. They
Interesting.
wanted him to take somebody
think
else
I-
on tour.
I think I
That's
did
a
hear
verse on
something
the
about
song
that.
too. Yeah, he put that in the song.
I think I did hear something about that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just amazing, man, how people how people hate
How they
great
turn on
people
you.
that's great too.
Yeah.
People hate people that's great. Look how they hated LeBron. Look how they hated Jordan. Look how they hate Drake. Anybody that's great and has been on top for a very, very long time, people eventually want to see lose at some point.
Yeah, look at the MVP race. Jokic is going to lose, even though he's better than SGA.
I wouldn't say that. I just say he have to drag his team a little more.
Yeah. I was trying to start a little action
Oh,
here.
don't
We'll be
worry.
talking about
Yeah.
that in a minute,
Yeah,
too.
we'll
Actually,
get there.
some breaking news happened that we'll get to you in a minute. But let's finish up this this little Drake segment. So, my favorite line in all of this disses and stuff, it wasn't even a line that Drake said about Kendrick. It was about Rick Ross. He said Ozempic has a side effect of jealousy or something. Like Ozempic's that I think it's like a shot you take to
Yeah.
lose weight.
Yeah.
He said that dude was taking Ozempic and all of a sudden he got
So
jealous.
That's what Drake was taking?
Yeah, no. Rick Ross. Remember he was big. He was fat.
Rick Ross definitely. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah, it was in that same one where he said I look like a white boy and it kind of got a ring to it. Yeah. I love the beef. That was fun. That was awesome to see Kendrick and Drake or hear them just dropping that music. It was great. Me and my son were in the car bumping everything.
Hey,
I don't
listen,
care if it was Drake's song or Kendrick's song.
I followed it from beginning to the end.
The only weak point was who was it? J. Cole when he put that diss out and then he was like, "Nah, never mind."
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
But his whole career, he been rapping about I smoke anybody with the microphone.
Yeah.
For years, ever since he started, he smoke anybody, and
That didn't sit well with his heart, he
As
said.
soon as somebody called that bluff, he tucked tail and run.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't. I mean, but shout out to Cole, man. I hope he's soul searching and find himself and get back to this music, man, because he's definitely a great artist.
I love Drake too, by the way. I'm not if I had to pick a side, I'd say Drake for
Drake
sure.
is the biggest.
Kendrick's pretty solid to me. And I thought his Super Bowl performance was okay. I didn't think it was like the greatest thing ever, but I thought it was okay.
It was lackluster.
I didn't like Serena Williams crip walking out there. That was a little
There's
weird to
another
me.
ring
But
to that. Listen, man. There's so much stuff surrounding that people don't want to see because they looked at it like it was so monumental. But me, I looked at it like it's just causing more division when what we trying to do is unite. So, I mean, everybody got their point of view on that.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I don't know.
What I'm never going to respect is a gangster in bell bottoms.
Oh, you're talking about his jeans?
Never.
I don't think either of them try to act like a gangster, do they really?
He was popping off like
Yeah, was he?
Yeah, he's popping
I
off.
mean, everybody knows they're not a gangster. Neither of them are gangsters. I mean, they both got money to hire any gangster.
Listen,
So
I don't respect no man, no gangster
in
wearing
bell
bell
bottoms.
bottoms. That's out. And trotting around looking as zesty as he was. Nah, I'm straight.
Yeah. He was. My
People
son
can call me a
even
Kendrick
mentioned
hater
it.
all they want.
He did.
I
My
like
son
Black
mentioned
of the Berry, and I like he had a song called Ronald Reagan. He had some songs back in the day that I actually had liked. I mean, but on a personal note, when I see him start diving into some of the stuff he's diving into, you can't be screaming that you for the people, but yet on the other side of the coin, you saying you a spin on the people. So it just really don't coincide with me.
I understand. Yeah. Well, so the Drake lawsuit's still ongoing.
He's going to win.
I'm sure he will. It seems like they're trying to stop him at every turn. So the next court date I think is April 30th. They're trying to dismiss the entire case.
Yes,
the judge adjudicated that it will be that date that he hears it out. They got to get all the evidence to Drake and his attorney so they can do their discovery. And I'm sure they're going to drown him in evidence. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any attorney shows or anything, but that's an actual thing where they say, you want discovery, here's everything.
That's
now
right, here's everything.
Sift through it and figure out if you could find it. But yeah, I think it was wrong for the pedophile line, even by itself. I think it was messed up by Kendrick. And I get he got a lot more famous and a lot more action because of it.
Like I said,
but you can't accuse somebody of pedophilia. That's crazy to me.
Listen, man, that's like I said, when you on top for so long, they won't see you lose.
Yeah.
So whoever they feel will be worthy of doing it, they'll gaslight him. I mean, they'll gaslight him to death in order to make him seem like he's bigger than you when in reality he doesn't measure up.
That's unfortunate because Drake puts nothing but hits out, and he seems like he's a genuinely nice guy from what I've read about him and seen about him. I
think 20 years of hits.
He even made a music video where he took the whole budget of the music video
and gave it out.
You seen that music video?
Nobody will talk about that.
I mean, I'm talking about it. I thought that was awesome. Yeah. That was great.
God's plan.
Yeah. Was it God's plan?
God's plan.
That was a good song.
Facts.
I didn't know that was the music video, but I watched the music video. I listen to so many Drake songs. They all come together, I guess. All right. So, do we got anything else on the Drake front?
Man, Drake, man, win.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
Drake win.
Yeah.
Drake subscribe. Biased, but I just hope the whole situation get resolved.
I'm sure he's gonna win. Drake, if you see this, subscribe, share. Just one like will do us a little 500 subscribers or something.
Yes.
Anyways, next up, we're gonna talk about Carmelo Anthony first, and then Dwight Howard. So, me and you are about the same age, so we grew up with Dwight and Carmelo.
Absolutely.
How deserving are they? Do you think, just in your opinion? We'll go over some numbers in a minute, but how deserving? Let's say Carmelo first.
Carmelo was huge.
Yeah.
Carmelo had a great career. How long was his career actually? I know
Carmelo's carear. How long?
He had a great career.
I don't even have that. I'll look it up though. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, he had a great career, man. Drafted by the Nuggets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Left to go to Portland.
He left to go to the Knicks.
To the Knicks.
Yeah.
Did he ever go to Portland?
He did.
He did go to Portland.
He did.
Yeah,
he played for a lot of teams. At the end, he was kind of shunned. He was like the black sheep of the NBA, but he still could play.
Yeah, he wants. I think the Lakers was the last team he played for, right?
Today. Lakers, yeah.
Lakers was the last team he played for.
Yeah, LeBron brought him
when
on.
He clicked up with his brother. No, man, the dude had a great career, man.
19 seasons, by the way.
That's longevity. I just think the power of LeBron was too big.
What do you? Oh, because LeBron overshadowed him.
I think if he came in at a different era, at a different time.
You think he's deserving of the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Same.
Absolutely.
So his career started with Denver. And then there was that controversy where he wanted to get traded to the Knicks, and the Knicks gave up so much for him, he didn't have like anything to play with there, right? Eventually, they got Amari Stoudemire,
J.R. Smith.
J.R.
Iman
Smith, yeah.
Shumpert.
I mean, those are role players.
Yeah,
Amari,
I would've took
and
them
Amari
too.
was on the back end of his career too.
Yeah, I would have took them too.
So he went to the Knicks, and then OKC. He went there with Russell Westbrook,
Oh, you went to
Paul
OKC
George.
too?
Yeah, for 1 year.
That's
One
right.
year. That was a failed.
right.
And then they were talking about him coming off the bench, and he was like,
Yeah, I'm not.
"You remember that?" He was like, "Off the bench, me?"
Who the-
It gave shades of Allen Iverson. You know what I mean?
You telling me to come off the bench?
Supposed to be MVP. Then he went to Houston with James Harden was over there in Houston.
Damn,
I believe.
my boy was balling.
Yeah, and then Portland for 2 years.
Okay,
and he kind of
okay.
fell off there. And then the Lakers, he was definitely on the bench at that time. There was no arguing there. He was on the bench. Yeah.
Oh man, you say it like that.
I'm
That
just
is
saying,
funny.
man,
He say he was definitely on the bench.
Yeah, I think he had 3 games. Yep, 3 games started on the Lakers.
Yeah.
And then on the
He was
Rockets,
just hoisting up threes too. LeBron was just LeBron was just passing them, telling him to hoist up them threes, bro. Shoot them threes, man.
he only played 2 games or 10 games on the Rockets. He was also coming off the bench there. I think he had got injured or maybe he
Okay.
got cut.
Okay.
But that was at the back end of his career when nobody like really wanted him. But still 19 years in the NBA. Now I'll give you
that's an illustrious career.
yeah, it's a great career. I loved Carmelo Anthony. I grew up on Carmelo Anthony, a true phone booth player.
Yeah.
He would hit you out the post. He didn't have to do any dribbles.
One of the
You put
purest
him down.
shooters ever.
Oh, great.
Definitely
Yeah.
had one of the purest shoot, bro.
I remember he would get his
the way
rebounds.
He practiced
Yeah.
doing jump shots was crazy.
He was lights out in college too. Syracuse. He won a championship, I believe, in college. So when he got rebounds, he'd say, "Fuck out of here! That's my rebound." Every rebound, you could hear it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe we'll put up a reel of it. I know we
okay.
put up a reel for his Hall of Fame induction. So congratulations, Carmelo.
Congrats.
So here's some of his all-time statistical rankings. We'll post this on the screen for you right now. 10 all-time, 10th all-time
Ooh.
in points.
Oh,
Yeah, just right
Top
there.
10.
That's just right there. That's Hall of Fame worthy.
that's right.
82nd in rebounds.
Okay.
Those are the only noteworthy
Top
ones.
100s.
91st in steals, but that's not like
Top
too
100.
noteworthy. But top 10 in points is
Yeah,
crazy.
top 100 in any category is pretty good too, though. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But top 10 in points gets him Hall of Fame
Definitely.
induction
Definitely.
automatically. He had a few. Let me take a look here. He had a few All-Stars and stuff. We'll list that. We'll post that up for you. Okay. But let's go ahead and move on to Dwight Howard. So how do you feel about
Superman.
Dwight?
Superman definitely should get it too, man. That was one of my favorite big mans when Shaq was kind of declining. I can't even count.
He was your favorite big man with Shaq.
He was like what? Yeah, I couldn't even find another big man that I liked more. When Shaq was on his way out.
Yeah, well, they were both Superman. They had a lot of career similarities,
And
right?
they beefed. They had like a nonstop beef too, though.
Shaq hated him because he called himself Superman.
Yeah,
And Shaq was already Superman.
Yeah.
Shaq and JaVale McGee. Shaq hated him too.
Oh yeah. JaVale McGee made Shaq in a fool. Too many times.
That was JaVale acting a fool. That's basically all that was. So back to Carmelo real quick. A couple accolades in his NBA career. He was a 10-time All-Star.
Okay.
2-time second All-NBA team.
Okay.
4-time third All-NBA team. You know why it was second and third, because he was with LeBron. It's kind of hard to get first All-NBA when LeBron's getting it every season.
That's right.
So unfortunately, he couldn't get that. He was first team All-Rookie.
Okay.
He's on the top 75, the 75th anniversary team. That's not really an accolade, but I guess.
It's worth mentioning. Excuse me. It's worth
Absolutely.
mentioning.
NBA scoring champ, 2012-2013 season.
Okay.
And Olympic gold medalist 3 times. Bronze medal 1 time, unfortunately. Bronze medal World Cup 1 time. And he was an NCAA champion. We were right about that. 2003. And Final Four most outstanding player in 2003.
Okay. Bro did good, man.
A lot of accolades.
Yeah, bro did good.
So he definitely deserves it. And also the Hall of Fame's not just NBA, it's all basketball. It's the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Correct,
so you got NCAA, you got even basketball outside of the country as well.
Okay,
So it's what you brought to the game in total. Not like NFL Hall of Fame is just NFL. The Naismith Hall of Fame is for every bit of basketball, coaches, all types of people in there. I agree. Go ahead and continue on Dwight Howard. Sorry for cutting you off. So he had a lot of similarities to Shaq. He was drafted to the Magic, just like Shaq.
Correct.
And then I believe he went to the Lakers after that, right?
Yeah.
Just like Shaq.
Yeah. He went over there and played with the boy Kobe.
He did. Kobe was not a fan of him either.
Not at first. The Mamba wasn't.
I don't think he was a fan of him ever.
Maybe not.
He wasn't a big fan of Shaq either. Yeah. If you remember, he didn't like Shaq's work.
I don't really think he liked sharing a ball.
I don't think so either.
Just rebound and give it to me.
Yeah. Just throw it down court. I got this.
Don't argue with me, okay?
I think we're on the same page there.
Yeah, man. Man. Dwight was I think Dwight was a very dominant big man. I don't think intellectually that he grew as a person. I don't think he grew as a person. I think he had like a sort of like a younger mindset.
Yeah, he was always joking around,
like
trying to have
mentality.
fun. I don't think he ever, I guess they say, locked in to make this like be the greatest of all time.
That's right.
All in all, though, do you believe he's Hall of Fame worthy?
Yes, sir.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
I think he brought a lot of hype to the dunk contest with the Superman.
Yeah.
I think he blew out a candle on was that him? It might not have been him, but I know he did the Superman dunk.
Definitely.
His
he
career,
got a ring, man. He got a well-deserved ring in the
on
bubble.
the back end.
Yeah, people could call it the bubble ring, but hey.
I think he went to finals with the Magic too against
LeBron and them.
No, that because they're both in the East. He went
Lakers?
to against LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think he beat LeBron there, and then they went to the finals against somebody else.
And
they got beat.
Yeah.
I believe.
That sounded about right.
If I remember correctly. I didn't brush up too much on his career. So we'll go through a few accolades
That
for him.
sounded about right, because LeBron didn't get kicked out of the playoffs too much. At all.
Very much at all. Yeah. I'll look that up in a minute after we go over the accolades and we go over his career standings on the all-time list.
Okay.
So he's a 8-time NBA All-Star, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time All-NBA First Team,
Okay.
1-time champion, like you spoke of in the bubble, 2020, and a three NBA Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those Defensive Player of the Year awards. That's crazy.
I think the Lakers were
twice.
geniuses for putting him and JaVale McGee on the same team.
Yeah, that was
a genius move, bro.
Quote unquote Twin Towers. He's a little short for a center, but he played big. He played big.
6'10" or 6'11".
I think he's 6'10". Oh, also he won a slam dunk.
Doesn't he got like a stupid wingspan?
Yeah. And his
Some of
shoulders
the
are
biggest
broad.
shoulders I've ever seen. Yeah, like Karl Malone.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He also won the slam dunk contest in 2008.
Yeah.
So that was cool to see like a superstar participating in it. I know LeBron teased his whole career about going into it, but Dwight actually did, and he won it. A couple of accolades for him. Well, the all-time rankings. So 57th all-time in points.
Okay.
10th all-time in rebounds.
Definitely.
13th all-time in blocks. Those are 3 of the big ones for you there.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
he's
nice.
definitely deserving.
That's nice.
He's definitely deserving of it.
That's nice.
Dwight Howard was always entertaining.
Yes.
He did I remember at an All-Star game, I remember him and Shaq had a little dance off, and he did the little spin-a-rooney thing. Yeah. I think they were like guarding each other. Back when All-Star games were fun to watch and interesting, like you got to have those characters. We don't want to get too far into talking about the All-Star game because it's a dud currently, but we'll revisit that later.
Dumpster juice.
So Carmelo and Dwight, Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Shout out Carmelo. Shout out Dwight Howard.
Yes.
The original Melo, not LaMelo Ball. I still think Carmelo is the original. You know what's unfortunate for Carmelo Anthony, his number on the Nuggets, he's not even the best number 15 to ever play on the Nuggets.
Hold on.
You know who is?
Wait. Carmelo is not the best number 15 to ever play on the Denver Nuggets?
Yeah. Hall of Fame. He's going in the Hall of Fame this year, and he's not even the best number 15. There's actually a number 15 active that's better than him on the Nuggets right now.
Oh.
The MVP. Jokic. Soon to be MVP, I mean. And what is he? 3 or 4-time MVP already? 3-time? All right, let's parlay that. Let's go ahead.
Congrats, Joker.
The reason I mentioned that is because his jersey won't get retired by
That's
the Nuggets.
That's what I'm saying. It should have been retired.
Well, you can't retire
you're
it.
Right, you're right.
And then if you have that good of a player come up, like, what are you supposed to do? But some breaking news right before we started, we got the news about 2:30. Mike Malone for the Nuggets did get fired.
Gun smoke.
Yeah, 47-32, I think the Nuggets are.
Yeah.
Being 47-32 with a player that's scoring 60 points on your team, I mean, that'll get you fired. Unfortunately for Mike Malone, I think he's a good coach. I think he did well. He won him a championship or he coached them to a championship.
They just don't have it this year, bro. They got rid of some key players, bro.
You don't want to see him in the playoffs.
They got rid of Caldwell Pope. Like Caldwell Pope was a great contributor on that team, just like he was with the Lakers when they won their championship. That boy got 2.
Did he win the championship with the Nuggets when they won? He may have.
Yeah.
I remember him playing for him, but I don't remember if he was on that championship. He wasn't a big player, but he was
in the starting lineup.
He was a glue guy.
He was a starter, wasn't he?
You could be maybe. No, because MJP or Michael Porter Jr., MPJ.
Who's the shooting guard?
You got Jamal Murray, and then I think Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown played larger than that, though, right? Then he played
he's like shooting guard, small forward. But small forward, you got MPJ or Michael Porter Jr., MPJ.
Maybe he didn't start. Maybe he came off.
I know he was on the team. He might have
spark. He was a great spark.
He's like a glue guy. Yeah, he's solid 3-and-D player. Yeah. He's always been that his whole career.
I just don't think they moved enough pieces in order to get them over the hump with some of the moves that other teams have made this year.
Yeah, their general manager is not getting renewed his contract. We don't believe he got fired. I think we reading the
And you say
the
nobody
news.
wants to see them in the playoffs?
Nobody wants to see the Nuggets in the playoffs. Nobody wants to see Jokic.
That's a lie.
Who wants to see the Nuggets in the playoffs?
Bro, nobody else is scoring. So I'll tell you what you do.
Jamal Murray's averaging like 27
I get it, but
or 23.
You got to get him back. Nobody else, bro. They got to put up 61 points, bro.
I know your team's in the West, but you got to give some respect to the Nuggets.
I'm not taking nothing from him. I'm talking about how much they dragging him. And how much he got to drag them.
Oh, how much he's carrying the team.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
So
if Jokic wasn't there, they wouldn't even be in the playoffs. All you literally got
to do is lock everybody else down. Hell, you know what? We'll fight with him all night.
Or just, yeah. Let him score his points.
They'll fight with him
and nobody else. Lock everybody else down.
He can
score 60 a night.
He's not going to score 120 points.
Wait. Hey. So you better hope he doesn't knock on wood or something.
He's not scoring no 120
Watch
points.
Watch him drop 100 points, boy.
Yeah, that's not happening, bro.
Hey,
he don't even.
This video go viral,
bro. He don't even got enough stamina.
What do you mean? That man, they played when he scored that 60. They played. That was like triple overtime.
Yes, that's triple overtime.
So
bro.
he has stamina.
So how is 48 minutes? What is it?
48 minutes for a game. Yeah.
Or is it 60?
No, it's 48.
It's 48, right?
And then I think overtime.
No, he's
I don't know
playing
about the
48 minutes straight.
He played 48 minutes that game.
Yeah,
because triple overtime or whatever.
You added all of the overtimes.
And then Russell Westbrook lost that game for them.
He's not playing 48 minutes straight in a
I mean, no, of course not.
That's
everybody needs a little bench time, a little rest.
I don't know. Old Goat done did it a few times.
Not anymore.
More than a few times. Old Goat done did it.
48. I'm sure Jokic has played a whole game before as well.
No, but see, these guys have the athlete. Bro, these dudes are athletes, bro. They have the
I think you're
athletic
sleeping
ability.
on Jokic.
No,
Jokic
I'm
is the
saying
best player in the NBA.
I'm not talking about player. You can be the best player, but if you don't have the energy, the stamina,
He scored
the
60
durability,
points in a game. He's got the
yes.
energy and
Who
stamina.
did he do that against?
Who did he do that against? Was it against the Lakers?
Cap.
Oh, Sixers.
No Joel. No Maxi.
Your boy Maxi was there, I
no
think.
Maxi.
No, he was injured?
Yep, Maxi. Bro, he did it on nobody.
He still scored 60.
Okay, I give it to him. He scored 60. You're right. That he did do. That he did do. But what I'm saying is you're not doing that against.
I think it was like 60, 10, and 10. Like a triple-double with 60. It's crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't. I
I know it was a triple-double.
No, I
it
think
was
he
a
had 9
triple-double.
assists.
No, it was a triple-double. I know because it was like a crazy thing. We even we put up a little reel about it.
You did. You was drooling over that one.
MVP, baby.
All right, you might have to take that poster down in the back of you.
Nah, that's my boy
You keep
right
going
there.
too hard for Joker. I hear you even.
I even put the championship hat on him.
I hear you mentioning your boy.
Hold on,
man.
I'm gonna parlay into that real quick. We'll take a curve into that. Giannis's last like 6 games, he's ridiculous. I put out a little reel about
I ain't
that.
gonna say ridiculous.
35,
His last
17,
3
and 20 or
games,
something.
The last 3 games. You be going too far over. You be exaggerating. It was like 3 games.
Let's take a look. I'm gonna take a
I think
real
it was the
quick
last
look.
3 games, if I'm not mistaken, bro, because I just seen it too. So we're gonna see which one of us saw something real and which one of us.
Yeah, maybe I was dreaming.
I think you were.
But Giannis is carrying the team right now. Guess what? Damian Lillard's back for the playoffs. Bucks Nation,
What does
we're
that
ready.
mean?
We're ready.
That's what that mean.
That means we're taking it. We are going to the championship
That's
this
what
year.
that mean.
Yes. Dame time. Giannis scoring 30 a game. 30, 20, and 20.
Wait, are you serious?
I have a feeling it's my team, man. I'm never going to say they're not making it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say they're going to make it. But in reality,
So what
they need
he's
to
saying
gel
is
a
that's
little more.
Bias.
100%
It's
bias.
not a reality.
100% bias.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
Last couple games. Take a look. Over 30 points every game. He had that 35, 17, and 20 that nobody's ever done before.
How many,
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games.
okay, 5 games.
35, 17, and 20 against Philadelphia. Oh, Jokic didn't score it against Philadelphia. I'll look up Jokic in a minute. Miami, 36, 15, and 10. That's a triple-double. Phoenix, 37, 5, and 11. I don't know what's going on with Phoenix. Phoenix is out of the playoffs now.
Man.
Maybe they're not anymore. I haven't looked at it in a minute. 31, 9, and 5 against Atlanta. New York, 39 and 7. And out of those 5, also Minnesota, I think it's coming up is our next game. Yeah, Minnesota. He'll score 30 against Minnesota.
I don't know. His last game.
That was
Wait,
Jokic.
No.
Jokic against Minnesota. That's what it was. Because Anthony Edwards was
Well,
like,
I'm
this
saying
MVP race is crazy.
Oh, he didn't play them yet.
He haven't played him yet. No, that's the next game that he's playing.
So far, that's what he scores against them, right?
That's his averages.
That's his
yes,
average
sir.
against Minnesota. Put that out there.
22. Oh, well, 23, 10, and 5.
Okay, just want to make sure he put. You say he's going for 30.
Easy.
What with the career average of 23 points?
100%. He's
Now
going.
easily he'll go for 30.
He doesn't have anybody else on the team right now.
So you know what that means? When you see 23,
yeah.
that means that it's probably was games worse than this, a few games higher than this.
Yeah.
Everything
It's all
averages out.
averages.
Oh, okay.
But he's playing by himself right now. I'm not by himself. No disrespect to the rest of the team. You got AJ Green, Torian Prince.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma's okay. Yeah. Gary Trent.
Yeah.
He was player of the game the other game.
He got some people there.
Brooke Lopez about 40, but he still smokes some people sometimes. But he's the only star player right now. So he's scoring 30. If he don't score 30, they don't got a chance.
Okay.
And he's got to play against Anthony Edwards putting up whatever points he's putting up.
I just seen it.
On top of that, this man is crazy defensively. On top of playing all this offensive ball.
He's a freak. He's a freak
100%.
He's definitely the Greek freak.
And
I can't take that from him.
This is one of the best seasons of his career, and he's not even in the conversation for MVP. How crazy is that?
That's just how much better everyone else has gotten.
How much better Jokic and SGA?
Yes. And just alludes to how much better they are.
That it's even a discussion that Jokic is not going to be MVP is crazy to me. Like, Jokic statistically is better than SGA now. When we first started, me and you were on board 100%.
Statistically, you've been drooling over the 60-point game like there's no tomorrow. He had a 30, 20, and 20, right? Wasn't it?
He's had a lot.
No, wasn't it a 30, 20, and 20?
Something like that. No, that was Giannis. 30, 17, and 20. 35, 17,
No,
and
he
20.
Giannis just had like 20 rebounds and 20 assists with
Giannis, yeah, I'm talking about.
I
thought
Joker just had
I don't think so.
Yeah, he had
a 41, 15, and 13, 33, 12, and 9, 61, 10, and 10. That's the game we talking about. 39, 10, and 10.
No, go back up. Go up. It should be.
That's recent games. That's the last like 5.
Yeah, he did have a game.
But if I'm talking about season statistics, he's doing better than SGA. There's no argument. 100%. So take a look at this. 30 points per game, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. That's a triple-double he's averaging.
Okay.
And that's
a
without
big man.
1.8 steals. He's leading the league in steals.
Get out
big
of here.
man, swear. And then 0.7 blocks. But SGA has more blocks than him. So we'll go to SGA stats real quick. And I bring these up every single podcast.
Joker is leading the league in steals.
Yeah. SGA's 1.7 steals per game, 32 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists.
How much was Joker's?
1.8 steals per game.
Okay.
But I mean, MVP is mostly based off of offense.
And he's scoring how much again?
He's scoring 32.6. This
How
is
much
SGA.
how much is,
I think Giannis, or I think Jokic is right around the same amount. 30 points per game.
Yeah.
So altogether, Jokic is running away statistically.
You got to attribute the wins to it too, though.
I hear what you're saying. I do agree with that because I don't think Russell Westbrook should have won his MVP that season. No. So I guess it's a dead heat for me
to it as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It can't just be numbers.
Well, yeah, because SGA's not playing in the fourth.
If that's the case, Russell Westbrook should have won a lot of years because he's the triple-double king. He was the triple-double.
He was for a while, yes, sir. Yeah.
So.
Speaking of him, he lost that 60-point game for Jokic.
That's why Lakers got rid of him.
Yeah. He's tough to play with. I think he's the perfect match for.
He's
Jokic,
in a good system, though.
Oh, yeah. He's the perfect match because Jokic can hit him. He's going to break immediately. Yeah. Well, we got a little off track there, but congratulations, Carmelo and Dwight.
Yeah, congratulations, gentlemen.
Sorry for you, Mike Malone, and the GM. Yeah. I think the last name's Booth. You won't be renewed. I agree with that completely. I think they needed to get better players around Jokic. They should have won more than one championship. That's not to take away from the championship they won or any other team. Oh, it's so hard to win championships. He's still great.
Oh, he's the man when they were winning.
He's still the man.
But now I'm firing.
Who, Mike Malone?
Yeah.
I never said I thought you were talking about Jokic.
No.
Mike Malone's solid. I think he took the heat for Jokic for this situation, but I think it's more on the GM not bringing the right players in. But maybe the coach had a lot to say in that. Well, I don't know what the relationship is there with Mike Malone and the GM, and Jokic has a lot to do with it, I'm sure.
Correct.
But I feel like if he didn't have a lot to say about what players were coming in, who were paying, who were releasing, it's kind of a GM's job to do all that. So the GM, I feel like, should hold the burden there. But who knows? Mike Malone might have had a lot to do with what players are coming in. I think Michael Porter Jr. should not be paid the way he is. I think Aaron Gordon is only that good because he's in that system. I think Jamal Murray is a stud
in that system.
I think he'd be solid in other systems.
I don't think he can have that cohesiveness with the pick and roll
or pick and pop too.
Or pick and pop, yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, that's debatable.
But you can't.
Michael Porter Jr. hasn't shown us
that because he hasn't been nowhere else.
Yeah.
So he's good. He's good where he at. He's good for their team.
And they won a championship. So Mike Malone's got a ring on his finger. So good for him. Yeah, he's got a little Beyonce action happening. Let's go ahead and move on to UConn, South Carolina. Go ahead. Give us a little commentary. I know that's your team.
A fan of the UConn girls, and that coach over there, Gino. I think
Gino Auriemma is.
I think what
so
he
many
does
championships
for that program and the way he can get these girls on board, whatever the mission is, and execute. That's just huge. I mean, South Carolina has been on a board for a while, too. They just won not too long ago. South Carolina just won not too long ago. So I got to tip my hat to them, too. But I've always been a fan of UConn, man. And it's good to see them back on top because they definitely the history makers over there on that side.
They have a player that actually was in college, I believe, before Caitlin Clark that got hurt. And Caitlin Clark kind of stole the thunder. Not to say they're equals. I don't know the girl's name. I don't follow. Confessing right now, I do not follow women's basketball in NCAA or pro currently. I know it's gaining traction, and I should watch it, and I will start watching it. And we said we were going to watch a game together this season and try to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But Caitlin Clark, before Caitlin Clark was that blonde-haired girl on UConn. I don't know her name, but I'll get her name.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and watch the highlights. We'll post the highlights up here for you guys. We're going to watch it, and we'll be right back with y'all.
Here's Kitts. Not really her forte from out there. Backdoor Johnson gets free. Keeping Connecticut out of their transition offense. Bud leaning and hitting, plus the foul. Chen attacking, bouncing, LL laying. Changed that game against Iowa. The game South Carolina went on to win.
A floor spacer who can be very good from three.
Beckers, another jumper for Paige Beckers.
Chloe Kitts, when she's been trying to initiate, because she can be a handful, especially against this smaller UConn lineup.
Johnson connects. Big three there, set up by Wiley. Gets it back, 8 to shoot. Into Strong. Beckers to the corner, Shade, connects! Fudd, what a move, AZ Fudd, all the way in! And South Carolina take advantage with Connecticut over the limit. Fagan bodying in, nice move from Sanaya Fagan, who's really had a terrific senior season for the Gamecocks. Strong's three is good. Seeking a 12th title. South Carolina a 4th and a repeat. KK Arnold being ridden the whole way, able to finish, plus the foul. Strong, oh what a finish, reversing it home. In the final quarter of this season, Becker's backdoor, pops it in, plus the foul. Arnold dashing in, 2 more. She said whatever role they have on a team, she knows they're going to go into a camp, and that coaching staff is going to say, I like their work and I like what they can bring, and that's the way Dawn Staley prepares her players. Wiley buries the 3. And there's the buzzer. It's an even dozen for Gino Auriemma and Connecticut. The final page in the book of Beckers is title number 12 for UConn.
We just watched the highlights. You guys seen them up there?
Man.
So tell me what you think.
Bro, I just think that man's the evil genius.
Gino?
Yes.
Yeah, Auriemma is crazy. You
How
seen that
much
handshake at
longer
the
is he
end?
gonna go, bro?
Oh, he's just coasting.
At this point,
he knows what he's doing.
He doesn't even have to do much.
Yeah.
You know?
What's crazy is South Carolina won the championship
That's what
last
I'm
year,
saying,
and now
yeah.
UConn came in and smoked
Yeah.
it, but not like, hey, you guys did good. Like beat down.
Yeah.
Not even close.
You know what we call that?
That's called belt to ass.
There you go. You already know.
It was a belt to ass situation out there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I grew
up with a pretty stern father.
Yeah.
I know you're watching, Dad. Little belt to ass action at home a lot.
Yeah, my dad had 3 words when I was growing up.
What? I know you're gonna say something funny.
Find my leather.
Oh, hey, you hide that thing, boy.
We hit it
Dad's
everywhere
belts
we
were
could.
gone. Nah, not me. Dad didn't spank me too much, but yeah, there was a few times. I remember a couple times. But they needed, like, as a kid, I needed it.
Yeah,
so.
we needed it, bro. Look how we turned out.
Yeah, I think we turned out pretty well. And then
Remarkable.
kids now
Remarkable.
need it a little bit too. Now
You know what? The government got too much of a input.
I think the parents are just not stern enough now.
No. It's because of the government.
You think so?
Let anybody find out you spank your kid.
Oh yeah,
They're
call
gonna
the police
they're
or
gonna
something.
take your kid from
Investigation.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And the kids know about it. Like
the government got too much.
Don't make me tell my teacher
of
at
a
school.
hand in parenting now.
Yeah. Well,
At some point, I think it should regarding circumstances, but when it comes to stuff like that, I don't think they should.
yeah, I get what you're saying. So the girl I was talking about, I believe Paige Becker, is it?
Becker, she's
Paige Decker.
yeah, she's a girl.
Is it Paige Decker? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But she's the one that I was talking about. It was like Caitlin Clark before. She's gonna do great in the NBA.
Yeah.
There's a couple of standout stars actually.
WNBA, sorry.
Or WNBA, yes, sir. There's a couple of standout stars in NCAA women's basketball. It's Juju Watkins, I think, USC. The Trojans, Southern California, I
I
think.
don't watch that team at all.
Yeah. And then there's LSU. They just won the championship in 2003. La Flauja. I don't know how to say her name. She's that rapper.
Yeah,
you know about her?
yes. Camouflage daughter.
Camouflage. Yeah,
Flage.
I just read about
Flage.
it. I just read it. Like, he got shot and killed right
Yeah.
before she was born, like 3
Yeah.
months before she was born. Her mom named her that because
Yeah.
she didn't want to, but Camouflage wanted that to be her name. So she said, you know what? This is the last decision that he'll ever be able to make in her life. That's her name.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking up that starting guard
Yeah,
right now,
she
but
played,
go ahead and tell us
She played
about
with Angel Reese.
at LSU. I
Yeah,
believe
she
so.
played with Angel Reese.
Yeah, she was a freshman when they won the
Yeah,
championship.
Yeah. And those girls were extremely close too.
So tell us about the game. The game. How do you feel about the game? The highlights and stuff.
I feel like the game went exactly the way it was supposed to go. Built the ass. Them girls is something. That organization, you know, it's probably that organization is probably gonna go down as the best ever for the NCAAWB.
That UConn?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. For a long time, they're going to be the best. I mean, Gino Arias.
And they got the most back-to-backs, bro. They just keep winning. It's like I'm telling you, watch what happened, bro. They just keep on winning. The odds are going to be stacked against them at some point where people are going to be trying to make things happen
They
for
haven't
them to
won.
lose, bro.
They haven't won for a while now. That was their first championship in a while.
No, it wasn't because the boys and the girl, both.
I'm
both
talking
of them
about
just
the
won.
female, like the women's
Both
NCAA.
of them just won recently.
So this was the first one. I'll look it up too.
Look it up, 'cause I think the
girl's
boys
name
won at the
is
same
Paige
time.
Bucher. She's going to be good in the WNBA.
Okay, Bucher. I think the boys and the girls both won at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
I'm looking it up right now.
But I know they
Basketball.
lost to a good team. I think they lost to like Stanford or Ohio or something like that. Not too
Let's
long
see.
ago.
So 12 national championships for the women. The last one was in 2016. So they've been 9 years.
What?
Yeah. I mean, that's not too long ago.
Oh, that's very much so long. You
Yeah,
serious?
but they won 4 in a row. So they won in 95, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2009, 2010, 2013, 14, 15, 16, and then just now in 2025. The men's won 99, 2004, 2011, 2014, 23, and 24. So 23, 24 men's won.
Okay.
So that kind of probably jogged your memory.
I can't
there.
even remember the girls
But
not
they've been
winning
dominating.
that far ago, bro.
They've been dominating. That university's been dominating basketball in general. But anyways, the highlights.
Damn, that's still baffling. I didn't know they didn't win in that long.
Yeah, 9 years. But
That's- that's a drought.
He's still trucking along though.
That's a
I
drought.
mean, some colleges don't even have a championship at all.
You're right.
He won 4 in a row.
You're
I
right.
don't know. I don't know if I guess that's a drought for them because they expect
9
greatness.
years? Absolutely, yeah. That's,
only one team can win each year too. So you got a lot of colleges out there. You got Duke. I don't know about women's basketball. Who's the good teams out there? But I know LSU won recently. UConn's just a staple for women's NCAA basketball.
It definitely is.
A few of the highlights on that. I thought the highlights were pretty good. I didn't watch the game itself. Again, I'm not too big of a fan, but we're gonna try to start watching next year.
Yeah, man. Get them girls a shot, man.
But a few of those cuts to the basket were nice. A few of those assists. They had some 3-pointers out
girls,
there.
Man, I got them actually highlighted notifications for when they play.
Oh, okay.
So I typically watch them.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. I like to watch them play, bro, because they just be destroying people.
Yeah?
Bro. Yeah,
No,
when they
clearly.
lose, it's like I'm like surprised because of how much they be literally blowing people out by. Bro.
Clearly, with that championship, that's crazy. Just beat down 40 points, and they probably put in the bench.
Bro.
I know I seen Dawn Staley. I guess she was cursing on the bench, just like losing it in the third quarter. I seen some videos about that.
Yeah,
the handshake at the end, she didn't want to even say nothing to Gino.
And then you should want to shake the hand of greatness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You should want to shake the hand of greatness. You don't got to be that sour. Yeah, learn from him because that man.
She was sour.
That man is an evil genius, man.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to Duke Houston.
This is you right here. So.
Oh yeah, I love
Flag.
I love Cooper Flag. He's gonna be the #1 draft pick easily.
Okay.
They got robbed. I'm not gonna lie. They should have left it in the refs' hands, but they were up 7 points. They had a 91 or 93% chance to win. Statistically, you know how they have those like high value stats or whatever. So they like turned the ball over on an inbound, which is like the
Their
refs
fault.
didn't call that. Yeah, that's not the refs' call. That's their fault. And then there were free throws, and then Cooper Flag got boxed out, but not really boxed out.
It was over the back.
Yeah,
right?
there was no over the back at all.
I saw
not
it. It
at
wasn't over
all.
the back.
Yeah,
Not
I
to me
posted a
anyway.
little reel there. The ball came to him over the back's like jumping over somebody.
right.
He catches the ball here, and they whistle the over the back. Like, come on, bro. And then it was just downhill after that. His boy, the point guard or shooting guard, I forgot his last name, but he had a 1+1 free throw where you have to make the first free throw to get the second one. He misses the first free throw. And then they're trying to dog on Cooper Flag because he missed the fadeaway at the end. Like, that was the only shot available. He can't make every shot.
Oh, say what?
He can't make every shot.
For real?
Oh, come on. Where are you going? What are you doing with this? That
can't
guy
make
was
every
awesome.
shot, right?
Nobody can make every shot.
Oh, okay. I like that. I appreciate that.
But it wasn't a great shot, but it wasn't a bad shot
No,
for
but
Cooper Flag.
that's a big statement, though.
Yeah.
You can't make every shot.
You can't make every shot, and he balled out 27 points. I think he had a good game. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and throw on that video for y'all, and we're gonna watch it while y'all are watching it.
Takes up threes as well.
Houston has a smaller defender on Flag. Arsenault.
Swing it, nipple, put it on the board, a three.
And the help was there on Cooper on that potential roll.
Slow it down here, half-court set, Knippel. First time they ran the stagger. Flag, three, bottom.
And that's the part of the game where he has improved since January.
Settle in with Gungha. Backdoor cut. Nipple with the finish.
And that's what happens when they lift the big two. Oh, I thought he could have taken him with that ISO, Grant.
Flag one-on-one with Roberts. Flag the drive, and Flag could not bank it in. Malowacz keeps it alive. Somehow it ends up in Flag's hand. And it goes! And the foul, Cooper Flag. Handed off, Cryer. His jump shot.
Wow.
Splash.
Dribble handoff, doesn't need much space, does he?
Not at all.
Switch. Switch again. Cryer inside. Back outside. Cryer launches and hits.
And don't close that up for Flag.
7 turnovers for Houston, just 2 for Duke. Flag, spin, fake, lefty, good, and a foul.
His high percentage with that left hand is extraordinary.
Our friend Brian Scalabrine worked with him as he was growing up and helped develop his skills.
Nice
Nipple, dump it down low. James is open for 2. This matches Duke's largest lead. Houston has gone cold. They've missed 7 of their last 8. Pryor puts an end to the drought.
And Rav, he can make some tough shots there.
Proctor off the double, roll, kick, flag, bottom.
What a find and a relocate.
We're down to 2:18 to play. Spin move. Blocked. Denied by flag. He went up the pole. 5 to shoot. Shark on a stutter step. Takes it inside for the deuce.
About the blow by there.
Uzan now with 35 seconds left. Sharp. The jumper. He's got it.
Wow. How about that?
Floated upstairs. Knocked away. Play by Sharp. Wilson goes back. He fires. No good. Slammed down. It's Tucker for Roberts. Tie game.
How about this kid? Almost fitting. Him being on the free throw line.
Delman wants to back it off this time.
This one's for the lead. It's good. Long one. James knocked away. Knipple. Back outside. Proctor tosses it up. It's so good. The dream remains alive for the
All right, and we're back. So you didn't get to see like the little end game highlights, but I did put out a reel. If you need to see that box out, that was not back. It was definitely a back call. I'm not saying the refs won it for Houston, but that leaned it heavily in their way. I mean, the Duke should have never let it be a situation where the refs could decide the game. That's what you're always taught, right? Don't put it in the refs' hands. So that turnover when they threw the inbound, unforgivable.
Yep.
And everybody knew it was coming. It was just crazy because he had the sideline. He could run up and down, and then he didn't get it out in the 5 seconds, so he called a timeout. Now he's stuck. He can't run up and down. So he threw it in straight to the guy, basically. So, anyways, it's just difficult to watch.
To get it in bounds and just run. I mean,
but getting it in bounds is harder than you think, especially when you got a guy right in front of you and you got people pinned on and everybody trying to get open. And you can't run the sideline. Like at first he could run the side. He couldn't get it in. Now he's stuck. So now they can play a little different. It was a difficult.
Bro, to see the end of that, I was how the points just keep getting lower and lower.
Hey, it was a blowout for a minute.
That's your fault, man. Them boys should have never been in it.
Yeah. I agree. You can't leave it in the refs' hands. That's unfortunate that Duke lost that game and it was a great game, really. It was a good game. At the end, I was a little upset at that over the back call. That was a horrible call.
BLNT. BLNT.
What's that?
Better luck next time.
Oh, yeah. I did not get the memo on BLNT.
Yeah. I just it was improvised.
So they also had a chance to win with the 1+1 that the guard was going to shoot.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he just missed the first one. So they had plenty of opportunities to win. It ultimately came onto Cooper Flagg's back to make that fadeaway shot, and he couldn't make it.
It came down to pressure, man.
Yeah.
It also came down to pressure. Being in these moments, being able to mentally withstand that pressure.
Yeah. They're supposed to have.
They're not used to seeing themselves down like that.
No, not at all.
So that right there for them,
it's different.
Was a moment. Yeah, that was.
And Houston took advantage. And this next game we're gonna watch is you'll see where Houston folds and their best player. I think he gave the game away.
Oh snap!
I mean that's there's a little allegations that because he's from Tampa, Florida or whatever, and he's giving the Florida Gators. I doubt it. Nobody would ever lose just to lose. I hope. But that game was just. It was a good game. It was just hard to watch at the end. Cooper Flagg did nothing but raise his draft stock. I mean, you can't raise it above number 1, but
that's right.
He played really well. You've seen the highlights. He had that big block. He had that reverse layup with the and one. It was a crazy game. Cooper Flagg did great.
I'm surprised to hear that people. Well, I heard Kevin Durant had some good things to say about him. I'm just surprised that people like Luka and LeBron ain't already like, come here, put him on the wing. You know what I mean?
He's probably going to the Jazz.
That is a very small market.
Unfortunate too. They only got Lauri Markkanen over there. Really,
no money.
Malawach, their center. He's a 7'2" center. I think he's like 18 years old from South Sudan.
Okay.
He's going to be nice. Watch him
so?
in the NBA. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, he didn't really show out in that game, but they're projecting him to be like the 7th overall pick.
Okay.
I hope he goes to San Antonio and he can team up with Wemby.
Oh.
Put Wemby at the 4, put him at the 5.
Oh, you're praying for a super team.
Well, I mean, that's not super team.
Wemby
because
by
they're both-
himself is super.
Yeah, Wemby's nice. This guy's not Wemby.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. He's 7'2".
You're praying for a super team.
Well, I think that would be a great situation for Wemby. And then he's got De'Aaron Fox, too.
Whose team is the Spurs?
What do you mean?
Is that Jackson?
No. Jackson?
Okay. Yeah.
No, he likes the Clippers, unfortunately. For no reason.
I don't.
They got a retired superstar on that team.
Yeah.
Part-time.
But yeah, man.
Just joking. Shout
Let's
out.
get into this Houston and this.
Shout
Florida,
out
man.
Kawhi Leonard. Just joking. Yeah, Houston, Florida. Without further ado, again, we're going to go ahead and put that on for you guys, and we'll take a look.
Florida's got to do a better job sticking to the opportunities for offensive rebounds early. Nice pass. Francis.
Major slam. He just caught a body.
It's a tough road trip, I'll tell you
They
that.
were your cupcake when you were at Seton Hall. Deflected
Nice hand.
and a steal. Wilson glides in and lays it home. Condit. Rimming no.
It's a little really good rebound here.
Genyalu trying to create some space there. Richard fires. Bullseye.
Nice find.
They don't post him up often, but that was great footwork there by Francis.
Houston is 9 of 16 on 2-point tries. 0 of 7 from 3, but Richard is starting to feel it.
This is where they're tough in the early.
Can Clayton get involved offensively? They double him.
Nice look.
Nice touch pass. Richard got a 3.
Extra kick out.
His adjustments at halftime, they've been a second-half team, the Gators.
And one of them has to be Clayton off the ball. Give it up and come back and get it.
Cryer got it. Roberts way outside.
It does have a counter.
The spin shot. Off balance delivery doesn't go.
Got to come back to that left arm.
Clayton.
Nice pass.
Give it up. Condit is there. And he flushes it down. 37-30. Houston in front. They maintain possession. Uzan, the trigger man. Get it in. Cryer gets a clean look. And bottom.
And you made an interesting point at halftime. Clayton doesn't have that middle game. Nice lob here, though.
The seal and the slam for Condit.
And Condon, once again, getting down the floor, rim running.
Nice double here. You got to recover.
Gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Rejected on the perimeter by Hount. Running the floor and Hount twisting and turning for the bucket of the foul.
How good was that sprint?
Clayton. Screen. Houck. One-on-one with Arsenault. Clayton the drive. Clayton ducks inside. He's got the hoop of the horn.
And no ball screen. They're really doing a nice job showing and recovering.
Roberts hard drive.
That's his game.
It's Francis. He was out as the pass was coming to him. Didn't reestablish and then touched it out of bounds. Houston.
And that's a little stagger to give him a look.
Clayton.
He's out. Boy, have they done some great things out of a timeout.
Cryer against Clayton. Help from Houck. Francis hands to Cryer.
Nice
5 to
double,
shoot.
Houck.
Cryer. Head and shoulders fake. Flips it up. No, the tip in goes. The smallest man. Cryer. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Sharp.
He walked. He can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second. And it's over. Florida is back on top of the college basketball world. Championship madness.
All right, and we're back.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead.
Nah, that was.
Hey, that
looked
first
like
dunk highlight?
Oh yeah, that was fire, bro.
Yo, immediately.
My man, that was a beastie dunk, bro.
And then that putback Houston had,
Yeah,
where he got the rebound.
I don't know where he caught where he caught the ball.
You was
at.
so hyped on that.
Yeah, he brought it in. Nah, that was fire down to the end.
He
The
gave up
decision
the
he
game,
made,
I feel like.
you can say he gave it up. That was a block, bro. I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah, but
nobody
why-
That closeout
Yeah.
shocked him, bro. I'm telling you, the closeout was like, as soon as he went up, my man was here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But he could have got fouled. Like you got to go for that shot. You can't just.
I
He
get
just
what you're
gave
saying.
up the
Yeah,
game
you got to take that shot
because he can't touch that ball.
Man,
after
that moment,
He's
that
boxing him out.
moment, you got that ball in this and ooh.
That was a bad decision. They're saying that he gave the game away pretty
Because
much.
he's from Florida?
He's playing for the other team or something. I don't think that's what it was. I think the moment just got to him.
Yeah.
He seen the guy closing out. He didn't see
And
another
that guy
option.
was too close. That
Yeah.
guy was extremely close when he went up for that shot. So
He didn't land down. He didn't get like a travel there.
Correct.
So that's good on
Yeah.
him. But yeah, you got to take that shot. He could have got fouled.
blocked or not,
Yeah.
he should have took the shot.
You have to because he just gave the game away after that. Instead
You
of
don't
getting
know what
blocked,
the result could have been.
but you know what the result is if you throw that ball down.
Yeah, right.
You got 3 seconds left. Like, come on, man. But higher basketball than I've ever played in my life. An excellent game.
Yes, it was.
Hats off to Florida winning it.
Yeah.
Great job. I don't remember last time Florida won a championship. I know they're
I
not
ain't
like a
never heard of them
basketball
winning.
powerhouse. So
They
that's
must have stepped it up this season.
yeah, they definitely did. That was some great highlights and those putbacks, that dunk. Yeah, those were nice, man.
Basketball gods were with you, Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah, or the point guard was playing for the Ops. Who knows? We're gonna quickly touch on a couple things. The deficits thing. So Trump, I think a couple days ago, came out with that little billboard that said the percentages, and he said trade deficits. It said 90% Vietnam. If you look it up, he was talking about tariffs. That Vietnam had 90% tariffs, and maybe the board was labeled wrong, or maybe he was speaking wrong, but it's a trade deficit that we have with Vietnam, which doesn't necessarily mean that they're screwing us over or something like that. Like, Vietnam produces a lot of items for very low money because they don't have the laws we have here that protect people's minimum wage and stuff. So they can produce a lot of stuff, and we purchase a lot of stuff from them. And they're a poor country, so we produce higher end stuff than what they purchase, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
We still produce like milk and a lot of agriculture items. But Vietnam's not going to purchase a lot from us because they don't need the stuff that we make. We sell tech, we sell stuff like that. Vietnam's still third world. So there's a lot of countries on there, and I'm not trying to make a point of anything besides the chart is incorrect about tariffs. That's trade deficit.
What source did you get this from?
I could Google it from any source. The tariffs that they put on us was like a 10%. We could go through every single country on the list if you want.
You said the tariffs that they put on us was 10%?
10%.
What was ours before that?
Ours on them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like a 3%. I'm pretty sure we have tariffs on almost every country. It was very low, though. When we bring in most of our product from the reciprocal of 90%, he put 46% on them.
Was it reciprocal?
It wasn't equal. No.
Okay. I mean, so I'm going to always argue for even playing field.
I do not disagree with you at all. I believe in 0% tariffs on everybody. We're a stronger country if we have 0% tariffs.
Yeah.
We should have 0% tariffs, but that should be our stated goal, and we should accept that. Recently, Israel came out. Not only did they offer 0% tariffs, which they are doing, they also said that Benjamin Netanyahu, their prime minister, said that he was going to get the trade deficit fixed, which is, I don't know how that's even possible. Like, Israel buying from us isn't necessarily, or us having a deficit that we buy more from them is not a problem. Take you, for example, right? You buy groceries, right? So you have a trade deficit with the grocery store.
Okay.
Does that mean that they're screwing you over?
No, but this ain't that case, so I can't really talk.
I mean, it's different. I know it's comparing apples, or I'm just trying to like enlighten the situation and any of the viewers we have.
A baseline, but you're not doing it correctly because those are two completely things. Like, that's why
we buy stuff from them and they buy less from us. That's all that's saying.
That's their job. That's why he has the job he has. He thinks America first, period. And I heard something about people talking about he was a failed businessman.
No, that's not true.
And all of this stuff like that. I trust what he's doing because he's the likelihood of being a billionaire because of it.
Yeah.
Period. We could get up here and we could speculate and
I just need him to have an off ramp. That's all I'm saying. Like, he needs to be able to say, these are the tariffs, but if you do this, if you put your tariffs to zero, my tariffs are zero. We can't fix a trade deficit. It's not possible to fix all the trade deficits because we're a booming economy.
Yep.
We make a lot of money, just not our country. I'm talking about you, me, all the people.
Yeah.
They buy products. Like, you want your people to be happy. They want to buy product. We're not going to sell as much as we buy currently because we're so much of a higher value country, I guess you could say.
Okay.
So trade deficit's damn near impossible to fix. With certain countries we can. We actually have a trade surplus, I believe, with Canada.
Okay.
I believe. And I think the only tariff that they really had on us was oil. That was significant. But this is all besides the point. What I'm saying is, let's have an off-ramp. Let's say, hey, let's all get to zero. That's the goal. All of us get to zero.
Yeah.
104% on China. Go for it. I'm all for it. Hey, good job, Trump. Shout out to Trump for that. China breaking all types of rules. They're trying to take over Taiwan. That's crazy. 104%. Yeah, they're an enemy. Put that tariff on them. Yeah. They do not drive American cars in China.
At all.
Yeah. You can't go anywhere and find an American car.
Damn near all of these stuff here.
Yeah. Of course. That's because everything was so cheap to produce there. But all these countries left China because we put tariffs on them, which is great. We don't want the countries, the companies to leave Vietnam and all the countries around China. And you know what's going to happen if that does happen? What's going to happen? They're going to start going to China for their trade agreements because it's going to be better than the U.S. And that's not something that we want. And I don't know politics and all this far enough ahead to say, yeah, that's what's going to happen, but that's what they're projecting.
Okay.
I just want him to have an off-ramp. That's all.
I trust my boy.
I know you do. And I believe in him.
Sometimes you don't tip your hand.
I get what you're saying.
Right now, this man is playing chess. Everything he says is public.
Yeah, fair.
You don't know certain questions he won't answer because he don't want to tip his hand.
I'm not even saying for him to tip his hand. I'm just saying I hope that he has an off-ramp.
Okay, now you hope because you just want to know that he has one.
No, I want it eventually to happen.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need him to tell us. I just need to speak my mind and say there needs to be an off-ramp.
I like I said, I have complete trust in him. I think that I always said people we're sitting here waiting for reasons to have reservations about everything he's doing instead of just knowing that there's nothing that we could do. Eat your popcorn, sit back and watch.
I just don't want to see America fail.
Hey, we're already we were failing already.
Yeah, we're in a better spot now. Let's continue that trajectory.
So
there's nothing to be gained with that much
because
tariffs.
of him. Yeah. Let's keep trusting him.
That's fair. That's
just it. We're already in a better situation because of him.
We have the First Amendment for me to be able to voice my mind, and I'm voicing it. And I feel like there's no benefit to all these heavy tariffs. We don't want to attack everybody and start a trade war with everybody.
We don't know what his intentions are.
They just started, so we'll see how they go.
We don't know. We don't know.
Hoping he draws them back.
What we do know, what he's really trying to accomplish is putting America in the best position to be successful.
Yes, sir. And 0% tariffs, I'm all for it. I hope that's the off-ramp that's in his mind that he's ready to accept, even though he said no to it. I hope, honestly, in the back of his mind, he's saying yes to it, but he's waiting for more people to catch on.
Trump, keep doing your thing, my brother. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I don't completely agree with that. Just do right by us, please. Last subject.
Yes.
The Tesla vandalism. Go ahead and tell me how you feel about how you feel about this. Obviously we know the answer, but go ahead, start us off.
They should go to prison for a very long time.
Domestic terrorism. It's ridiculous. ridiculous.
All right, and
Unforgivable.
Let's make sure that everybody has the facts and everybody can go back for themselves and see the facts. The facts is he didn't only say people that's vandalizing Tesla. He said all. Keyword all. That's not just Tesla. All car manufacturers, you touch any of them, you're going down for a long time. It just happened to be happening to Tesla, so that's why he mentioned Tesla individually first. But he also doubled back immediately and made sure that he said all.
Well, if you're doing it for political gain, that's domestic terrorism. If you're just vandalizing a car, you're a criminal.
Absolutely.
But if you're doing it to manipulate politics and to change people's views, I would consider that as domestic terrorism.
And they spinning it on the other side like he just riding for his boy.
No.
No. He riding for
They're
America.
riding against Elon because of what he's doing. So they're saying, hey, let's start these fires. And too many people are watching these videos and it's all becoming an issue.
Yep.
And it's not even Elon taking the hit here. It's the Tesla owners. And you know what's crazy about this?
It's the American citizens that's taking
it's
a
your
hit
neighbor.
Yep.
It's your friend.
Yep.
It's your person that's trying to support the green, a better country, right? A greener, like using less gas.
And that's definitely something that the progressive side wanted more
yes,
of.
correct. The Green New Deal and all that crazy, all that stuff. I don't want to say crazy because I don't say nothing.
Turn up, Matt. Turn up on him, bro.
What's crazy to me
Tell him
is
why you mad, son.
this person that bought this Tesla, regardless of the reason, right? Maybe he bought it because it looks cool, the Tesla truck, whatever. He's helping to remove greenhouse gases, right? He's helping us to be less reliant on gasoline, petroleum products.
Correct.
Right? This person's doing what you want him to do, but he bought a Tesla. This company, Tesla, is the leading company in electronic vehicles, and you're attacking this person that bought it. You're not attacking Elon Musk directly. You're attacking this person. You're kicking his car. You're starting him on fire. These things have cameras.
Yeah.
These things are the smartest vehicle you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It has a camera. You're going to get caught.
Yeah.
Just stop it. It's ridiculous.
You
It's
guys are out of
stupid.
control at this point, bro. You
They're
putting
doing what you
everything
want
on
them
the
to
line.
do.
Like you're crashing out, bro. Like
Yeah, crash out.
they crashing out, bro.
It's crazy.
That makes you willing to risk everything
To vandalize a
just
Tesla?
to vandalize a Tesla, bro.
And what does that say to anything? That means nothing. That's a whisper
You know what that says?
in the wind.
That says that you're a criminal.
Oh,
if you calling anybody from the right or Trump a criminal, well, then I guess if the shoe fits, wear it, because you guys are definitely criminals. It makes no sense how much people hate America. It's like America is burning America down from inside. Like it makes absolutely no sense how much people hate America.
What that like helps me bring me to is we need to start, and we say it almost every podcast, start getting along. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, if you like Elon Musk, you don't like. Elon Musk is doing great things outside of politics. Just put politics aside. Tesla does great things. Elon Musk is doing great things with SpaceX, Tesla. Like he is doing good for the world, not just the country, right? Doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican. Yep. If he owns a Tesla, he doesn't own a Tesla, don't vandalize their car, right? They're trying to help, or they're not trying, they're actively helping us get away from petroleum products, which is something that I personally don't do too much. I have solar panels on my house, but I don't own an electronic vehicle. I don't plan to own an electronic vehicle, but these people are owning electronic vehicles doing things that are more, I guess you could say, on the blue side, more democratic, and they're getting their vehicles vandalized for no reason. I don't own a Tesla. I don't know anybody who does own a Tesla. So I have no dog in the fight. I just feel like you guys look like idiots. You guys are vandalizing your neighbor's vehicle. Who cares that he drives a Tesla? Leave him alone and let's get along. Let's love each other. Do better.
And I'm gonna close out by saying this. If you wanted people to vote Democrat by what you guys are doing is definitely keeping them from voting Democrat.
Yeah, I don't see the gain. I don't see the gain here.
The evilness. It's supposed to be the party of happiness and inclusion. Anybody that don't agree with you guys automatically becomes victims, and you guys are automatically the aggressors, and there's no reasoning, there's no compromise. It's either you look at it our way or you're banished. So this is not the party of inclusion and happiness. You guys are doing evil things. Evil. Downright evil things. So they can't be godly. They can't be in the name of the Lord. So I'm trying to figure out, why would anybody want to vote for a party that's conducting themselves in a manner as you guys are?
It just doesn't make sense. Do better. So before we sign, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's continue to pray for each other. Let's continue to love each other. And ultimately, let's come together as one.
Before we sign off, the sports time is now, so we'll be leaning more into sports. Anything political, we'll pop up with. But you got the NBA playoffs coming.
Yeah.
We're very excited about that. We'll be stopping in, looking at each team.
Go Lakers.
Clearly. Bucks are going to win for sure. No, I'm just kidding. Not for sure. But they got a good chance. Damian Lillard is coming back. I also want to thank everybody who subscribes.
Yes.
All you guys that watch and rewatch. Let us know in the comments, please, what you guys think of the podcast. Let us know in the comments on the reels. We're trying to do better and get out there more, have more content for you. But yeah, if you want us to talk about a topic, put it out there. Please like, subscribe, and share. We can't grow unless you're sharing it.
This was a great episode. It was a great episode.
It's great to have you back, man.
I appreciate it, man. Hey guys, thank you guys for all the prayers, man. We definitely appreciate you guys, and just keep praying for us as we get through whatever we're getting through. I appreciate it.
Well, all right, guys, we'll see you again next week. We'll make sure we throw out a few more reels for you. Tell us what you think. Please put it in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you again next week. We'll see you next week, brother.